Hey guys, how's it going? Got my little scale here. I got her on grams. I just zeroed it. Put that cup on there and zeroed it. We need a, what we need here is 100. Need 100 grams. Let's just do 50 at a time. Do 50 here at a time. That'll do it, 50 there. Put this on, what do we got there? We got 37. Bada bing, there it is. Okay, we got our 100. That's good. Now what we will do is close this up. Get this from Florida Laboratories here in my home swamp of Florida. Yeah, Florida Laboratories. 99.6% purity oxalic acid. Okay. Now we want to take our little tool here and put it to milliliters. There's milliliters. Nice. So now we want to put our jar on here and zero it. Now we're on 0. Now let's give her a drink of this stuff here. This 100 proof vodka Skull. It's a cheap vodka. Hopefully I got 400 in here. Should. Yeah, we're gonna make it. Yeah, close enough. There it is. We'll call that good. Now I'm gonna take this over. I got a couple spoons down in here. I'm gonna set that in there on them spoons. That should stay nice like that. Now we're gonna take our acid and add into this. Do not do this, guys, with open flame. I'm gonna blow up. I don't want you to blow up Miss Daisy's kitchen. Okay, now I'm gonna heat her up. Heat her up, dissolve this stuff. It'll take a little bit. I'll get back with you here in a minute. Alright, back at you guys. She's all dissolved. Didn't take long at all. Let me shut off my stove. Handle with caution. Don't get this stuff on you. Don't breathe it. It's nasty. Let's run it through this coffee filter here. Take out any small particles. I did alcohol wash here a week or so ago, and I think it was 3 mites in my sample. We'll go out here and do some more sampling, but I'm gonna shoot them with this stuff anyway, fog them, and I'm gonna do it 3 weeks in a row. I'm gonna do it every week for 3 weeks. I'm gonna rinse this jar out so there's no residues in here. So you just use 2 of these jars, depending on how many colonies you have, obviously. This will do quite a few colonies. This 400 milliliter and 100 grams of acid. It'll do quite a bit, few hives. Okay, I'm rinsing out my funnel. I keep all this stuff together, my funnel and my 2 jars and everything. And then out in the shop, I got my kitty litter pan. And, okay, let me lid these jars up. Well, this stuff's hot too. That'll fog really good too, with this being hot. So we've got our 400 milliliters with acid mix. We got it filtered. That's that. There's that little kit. Everything's cleaned up. When I'm done with this, I want to rinse this jar out. Once I put it to, I got a pint jar on my fogger. You'll see that in a minute. You've seen all this stuff before, but I just like to keep bringing it up and showing you what I'm doing. And I'll get back with you in a minute. Well, she's a hot one today, guys. 108 heat index right now as we speak. So that's beautiful. All right, let's we got this little guy here. Let's see what we got in here. I'd like to get a frame of nurse bees is what I'd like to go for here. See what we got. Boy, that jar is so hot, guys, right there under that black bucket. You can't hardly hold on to the jar. Yeah, she's a hot one. I don't see no beetles on that lid. I don't see any beetles in here. I'm seeing down through these corrugations. I'm looking through these corrugations. I'm seeing some dead beetles down in there. Let's see if they've done anything up in here. Oh yeah, they're trying. Yeah, putting up some nectar here from my feeding. I've been open feeding over here in a bucket off of this side of this tree right here next to this pollen feeder. And yeah, this is just all surplus syrup here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What do we got here? What have we got in here? It looks like, I thought I saw eggs, but no. I'm not seeing eggs, but they're drawing it out. They're pulling this out. I just added this the other day. Well, I don't know, a week ago I did it. You can see they're pulling this out. That's nice. On these beefy beehives, you're gonna have to kind of, the regular factory Langstrom, you know, when you drop your frames in, the frame spacing and all, but you can see here these frames in my hives can go back and forth, so you want spacing here and here, especially on the front side. So you just tune them up. something like that. Center them. Let's go downstairs. Boy, she's hot, guys. I'm telling you what, it is friggin' hot. She is a hot one today. Yeah, we got cell here, but they're not doing nothing with it. We got quite a few nurse bees on this one. Let's see what we got over here. See, that one didn't get waxed good, and they're having a hard time pulling that out. They really don't want to pull it out, but you got a nice frame of larvae there, seal brood. I think I'm going to shake this one, but I got to look it over close, guys. I don't want to shake this queen in here. She's a very nice queen. Bee disposition's pretty decent on this colony. She's laying pretty good. It won't be long, guys, and we're going to have a Brazilian pepper. That tree right there is going to be blooming white about September 15th. And I got these things popping up all around it here now. When I pulled in here in '99, I didn't have any Brazilian pepper close by me, but I'll tell you what, now these birds are pooping these seeds out all around this place. And I'm getting a lot of Brazilian pepper in my neighborhood. I'm only going to do this one colony right here, shake, and then we're going to go around and gas everybody. I just want to see how many mites we got going on here. Get kind of a baseline thing, you know. I just don't want to get this queen in this jar, in my kill jar. They've got time enough. If I did screw up, you've got enough time here in Florida anyway to make another queen before fall. I'm not hardly seeing any drones. I don't think I'm going to do any more queen breeding this year. I'm just going to let everything I've got fatten up. I don't see any drones. None. Maybe these girls are already giving them the boot. I don't know. Obviously, I mean, I'm not seeing any drones. I'm not seeing any drone cells. I don't see her. Let's give this a shake here. Let's put this hive back together over here. Let these girls get back to work. I got one sting so far, and that's because I pinched a bee against a frame. That's all. Alright, now I've got my jar of alcohol here. I got a half cup measurement here. Let's take these bees and kind of knock them down in a corner, like so. I'm going to take my 1/2 cup of bees, dump it in, like so. That's that. I'll take all these other bees and get them back in their own box here. Like so. Philip Hall one of my subscribers had a good idea. He says, as these propolis up, I've thrown away a few of these. He says, no, take a pair of scissors or a box cutter and go ahead and make you a slice. That propolis isn't in there very far, okay? So take scissors. I cut these with tin snips, by the way, when I cut them out. So either slice it off or tin snip it off. I don't know if tin snips are going to smash these corrugations. They're probably not, probably spring back. And then you can strip your pieces off and reload it with bait, because those should last a long time. They should last a long time. All right, where are we? I got my ox here. I got my sample here of bees. Let's shake them up. I filled this thing up the other day, and they've already ate down about half of that. I filled that thing completely up. It was running out. It was running out the front door here, and something unbuckled this the other day from here. Fooled around. It had to have been a coon, and I found this laying down, and this was straight up. Of course, it rained, of course. So yeah, Mr. Coon came by. So he's another one I got to trap out of here. I got to drive Miss Daisy today. She's got some places for me to go, people to see and all that, so I'm getting out here quick, getting this knocked out, because the rest of my day will be driving Miss Daisy. It's a crappy job, but somebody's got to do it, right? Alright, now I'm going to take this off of here. We'll thread this one on here. Snug that up. Take and swirl it like this, guys. And swirl it on the way up. That's that. All right, how many varroa mites we got, guys? Would you believe 0? I'm finding that hard to believe, but we don't. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. It's about that time of year to do this anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. And oh no, look at there. There's my queen. Just kidding. It can happen though, guys. Be careful. It can happen. I'm telling you. All right. All right. Let me get my rig fired up here. I've got to go get my respirator on. I do not want to breathe this stuff. It is nasty, nasty, nasty. And I'll bring you back in a minute. Okay, guys. I got my little Harbor Freight gloves on. Wear gloves with this stuff. I've got my Harbor Freight respirator. Get the one that handles gas fumes and all that. Don't want it just for dust. You want to get the gas fumes. Tip one. I don't know. I think they run 35 bucks is all. So, yeah. Burgess insect fogger. It's got an off on it. You push it that way, it's on. Pump it, make sure you get some fluid out here. Turn your gas on. Fire it off. Let it warm up a few minutes. He's already putting out some. Yeah, baby. I usually put 2-3 pumps in them. Don't take long. Is this the perfect treatment for your bees? I don't know. Time will tell. If there's any screwing up to be done, we'll do it on my channel. Oh, there's a marsh rabbit, guys. You ever seen a Florida marsh rabbit? They're cute little guys. I got a lot of gray fox around here that like to eat them. But boy, those things are sneaky. They can get right inside a briar patch. We got plenty of briars back here. There's a crack right here. We'll shoot some in this crack. We can really hear them roaring in there with this stuff and shoot it in. I'd be roaring too if somebody shoved this up my nose. All right, we got one more to do, then I'm done with this yard. I got a couple more hives at another yard. I got a nice big crack right here. We'll just shoot it in this crack. Look at it pouring out the bottom. This is the hive I did the other day with that sample, and I had 3 mites. I had 3 mites in my sample. All right, that's done. There's what I got left. You can do quite a few hives with that 400 milliliter. Yeah. Set that tool down, let it cool. And I guess that's it for now, guys. Keep an eye on these bees. We're going to, I have in the past, when I moved bees around the state, I made bees all the way in about mid-September. I made up nukes actually in September 15th when I would move bees down to Northport, Port Charlotte area. But I don't move them anymore, so we're restricted to these 2 locations. And so it is what it is. I'm a hobby beekeeper now, not a commercial guy. I never was really full-blown commercial. I was what they call a sideliner. Had 250 colonies at one time, but them days are gone. My back didn't take that heavy lifting. So we're having fun with bees. You need to be having fun with bees, and let's build these up what we can. Hopefully they'll all survive the winter. We make more bees in the spring. And trapping's coming up. I got to get into trapping and catfishing, so that's what I do in the winter time and early spring, real early spring, and then we shift back into beekeeping. So there it is for now. Be happy, work them bees, make them beefy beehives all winter, because you're going to need them in the spring. You're going to need a lot of beefy beehives in the spring, because we got to rock and roll, guys. God bless you. Thanks for stopping into Old Steve's world. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.